hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of bluff, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking.
Welcome back to your favorite channel. It's your boy PBK9's giving it to you the way I always do. Fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it and some ain't. Like I always tell my folk out there. Big salute, big shout out to all the pet lovers across the world doing what they gotta do. Like I always say, from the top of the globe to the bottom of the globe. Got some dog news today and just a tad bit of dog talk. Got news coming from both sides of the country, at least from the top and from the bottom, and a little bit of dog talk I want to speak about, as well. While we're waiting on a few people to get up in here, I want to touch on the topic real quick before I drop this news. What does working mean when we speak about the working dogs? What does working actually mean? And I've been hearing this from a lot of people. When they make their comments, not one person or two people. A lot of people, when they say working, when we're speaking about working pit bulls, when they say working, they mean bite work. And we don't mean bite work. Working is any single thing that your dog learns to do or some type of work. If it's going to get the mail from the mailbox, that's working. If it's doing anything the dog does outside of being a dog, I'm not talking about playing, none of that. If it's like I said, some dogs are emotional support dogs. That's a working dog. He's there for a reason. You have like I was reading this not too long ago, a dog can sense when somebody or their owner is thinking about suicide. You know, the dog can feel and detect them emotions. You know, but he can't talk, so you know it don't really make a difference. But you know, dogs, you know, working don't mean just bite work. You know, it's a million bite work is just one of like hundreds of things, no exaggeration, hundreds of things the dog could be doing, you know, and be considered work. You know, we're not even talking about bombs and drugs, none of that. It's a lot of things the dog can be doing to be considered work. You know, so just keep that in mind when we were talking about working pit bulls, and understand that working don't always mean bite work. It means making the dog do something besides sit on his ass and look at TV every damn day. You know, same way folks say anybody go get a job or get a job. Working don't mean just one kind of job. It mean anything that's doing something. You know. So I just wanted to speak about that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the working dog and working pit bull. Now, this first little bit of news, we're gonna go up to Ohio where we had a dog attack. The family dog attacked the 1-year-old child, and she lost her life. And you know they don't show a picture of the dog, but I'm gonna give you that news article.
The story during the commercial break. It's absolutely devastating. A family is devastated after their dog kills their daughter.
Catherine Huntley spoke with the sheriff's department that's investigating this tragedy.
It was about as terrible of ordeals we've come across in a long time.
Tuscaroras County Sheriff Orvis Campbell recalling the horrible situation which led to 1-year-old Blakely Blosser's death after an attack from a family dog.
While it had shown, had a couple of incidents of aggression towards the other dogs, it had not towards the people. They didn't have any sign of this.
On July 2nd, a family was just going about their normal routine at home in Dover Township when, following bath time, Blosser's mother bent down to pick up laundry with her child right behind her.
She simply was picking up the laundry from the bathroom floor and taking it to the laundry room. And there was a quick growl and the dog attacked and it was over.
The child passed nearly immediately after a fatal bite by the pit bull.
The mother clearly put up a fight. She had defense wounds trying to get the dog's jaws open, and she's just lived through, I'm not sure how any of us could imagine doing that. You know, I have children, and I can't imagine a worse nightmare.
The child's father euthanized the dog that night with permission from the sheriff's deputies. The sheriff stresses there was no provocation and that this is just a horrible tragedy. The sheriff tells me this case will be referred to the prosecutor's office, but they don't believe that any charges will be forthcoming. For now in Cleveland, Catherine Huntley, 19 News.
Yeah, that's a sad situation, AQ. Big salute to AQ Henry in the building. Lock Dotson. What's going on with you? Big salute to you, big shout out to you, and salute to everybody, and shout out everybody down in the chat and listening. You know, I was trying to see what how the dog looked, which it don't actually matter. I tell you, anytime somebody lose their life in a situation, it don't even matter what the breed of the dog is. You know, and in that situation, we can't even say that the woman could have prevented it, because you know, like from what the newsman said, it was just one growl, and I could see that happening. The child did something, or the dog just wasn't stable, or somehow or another, just that one growl. And once that dog got on that child, you know, that's why I always say, another thing I always say, and this don't have anything to do with irresponsibility or anything. Sometimes the dogs look at kids like they're prey. It's not like they want to hurt them, but it's the size of them. When a dog can look at you eye to eye, you know, it's not really intimidated by, like, it's not looking at you like the pack leader, you know. And that's why I always say be careful with them kids around them dogs and stuff, man, because them kids be small, and sometimes they do the slightest things and set them dogs all the way off. And the kid might not have done anything in this particular situation, you know. It just sad, man. Sad situation. And the owner, the father of the little girl, he put the dog down immediately. Same thing anybody would have did. He probably was gonna blow the dog brains out right there if the police wouldn't. You know, he probably told the police he was gonna kill him right there. You know, and they probably took him off and euthanized him. Big Jink, what's going on? What's going on? D'Angelo Jones, salute to you, salute to you. Inglewood Kennels in the house. Yep, got some dog news right here, man. I'm going to rock it up real quick. Big salute to everybody in the chat. We about to go to Louisiana where we got a dog fighting situation.
For about 2 months, we've been doing surveillance on a group that was, were dealing in organized drugs from Zachary to East Baton Rouge Parish to East and West Feliciana.
Terry Wilson and Delvecchio Neff were a part of 5 people arrested at this home off Maccoast Road in Zachary. Charges spanning from money laundering to possession of drug paraphernalia, all tied to a drug investigation. But Zachary Police Chief Daryl Lawrence says that was just the beginning. What they found next left him nearly speechless.
This was a horrifying scene.
Over the course of the investigation into Wilson and Neff, authorities say they uncovered an illegal hidden dog fighting ring here at this warehouse in Baker. They found bottles of steroids along with numerous dogs and proteins aimed to enhance the fighting dogs.
One of the dogs missing his lower jaw. You could tell it had been in fights. It was being treated with some type of IV to try to keep it alive.
At least 30 dogs were recovered, 28 of them put down just yesterday following the brutal life that authorities and animal control say they were subjected to.
I think the euthanasia it's unfortunate, but it's better than how they were living.
Daniel Piakowicz is director of EBR Animal Control and Rescue. He says dogfighting rings are not entirely uncommon in Baton Rouge, but that it's been a while since he's seen one of this size and scale.
I've been here almost 20 years, and it's a bigger one.
That's sick.
Chief Lawrence says they plan on continuing an investigation. In Zachary, Ethan Tuttle, WAFB 9 News.
Yeah, man, that's the situation down in Louisiana. Hope all my Louisiana brothers doing okay out there. Big salute and big shout, like I always say, to everybody that's doing the right things with these dogs, man. I'm just here to give these brothers and sisters this news. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I say, man, a lot of people, when you come up in the game, you notice this. You'll even be, at least I found myself saying this as a youngster coming up through. You always say, oh, I'm gonna be smarter than them. I'm not gonna make the mistakes, or I'm not gonna do it like this, or they was dumb for doing it like this, or I ain't them. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, folk gonna realize what it is out here, man. Folk gonna realize what it is. Like I always say, you're taking mafia type material and you playing games with it. Like it's funny dud stuff. You know what I'm saying? Same way I said about that video yesterday. You taking mafia-like material and you mailing it to a federal facility, and you wonder why I'm up here talking about this shit. It just don't. I don't understand, man. It ain't meant for me to understand because I ain't living in that world. I'm just giving you the news. Big salute to them brothers out there, them sisters out there listening. Y'all stay safe out there. All my brothers and sisters down in the chat, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay legal. Derek Farmer, man, salute to you. Salute to you. Appreciate you dropping in. I ain't gonna be long today, man. Just here to get them brothers and sisters that news. CNN satellites from outer space. Like I always say, breaking. Y'all stay safe, and I'm out.